time they got the film and all the film. I was like, no, we ain't doing no film. I said, Bron, you got to be better, bro. He's like, what you mean? I got this. I said, I don't care about no stats. You got to be. He said, what you want me to do, T-Lou? Guard Draymond, be aggressive, shoot the ball, stop turning the ball over. Anything else? He's like, man, I said, man, we need you to be better if you want to win. It's on you. He's like, so I stormed off. I go in the locker room, slam the door, boom. So we go grab D. Jones. D. Jones, man, your boy tripping, man. He's like, D. Jones, like, who? He's like, man, T. Lou. He talking about I ain't doing this and doing that. He's like, well, man.
How you telling a coach he tripping, bro? Do your job. You supposed to be the GOAT. You saying you the GOAT. Goats don't sit here and complain, bro. You don't even have to tell a GOAT if you the greatest of all time to lock in. What's good with y'all boys, man? Real Game Official, man. We back with another lit video. You see what I'm saying? We got Ty Lue confirms LeBron James only cares about stats, man. Shout out to Uncommon Sense for the video. Without further ado, man, let's get into this video.
So today's video, I have a clip from Tyronn Lue on the All the Smoke podcast. Now this clip is actually about a year old, but I came across this clip again because I was watching another content creator's video, and this particular segment was featured on his video as well. So this clip is Tyronn Lue talking about the 2016 finals and what he had to do to motivate LeBron James to play as hard as he can possibly play.
So we coming back, Bron gives a speech. It was like, listen, they're getting worn out, they're getting tired, they're getting, like, we just got to keep going, keep going. So we get back for Game 7.
Now, and to me, what this clip will confirm is that LeBron James is stat focused. This is something we all know, but for you LeBron James fanboys out there that don't like to admit anything about your king and who is okay with LeBron James trying to change the standards of what makes greatness, because before LeBron James, it has been about dominance and winning.
Franchise does not hang division banners. It does not hang conference championships. We hang one banner and one banner only, and that's NBA titles. And you may not like it. You may think it sucks. You may think it's not great sportsmanship. Get over it. It is what it is. It's a city of champions for a reason.
You know, it's all about winning championships and winning. You know, the stats that matter to me is the games that we win and the rings that you collect.
Winning championships. Everyone knew this. Larry and Magic, they wanted to win championships. Bill Russell, when Michael Jordan came along, he said, hey, in order for me to be considered on the level of Larry and Magic, I have to win championships. When Kobe came along, he understood, not only did he understand that he has to win championships, but he also understood like he needed to prove that he could do it as the guy without Shaq by his side. So again, everybody understands this except the 4 and 6 king. So yeah, so in this clip, Tyronn Lue is talking about the 2016 finals. Now, the first thing that I want you guys to pay attention to is the fact that Tyronn Lue is going to talk about during the game. LeBron James fanboys, during this game, your king is sitting on the bench filing his fingernails.
And, you know, Bron was, you know, Bron is, he can get 20 and 10 in the first, in one half, just like rolling out of bed. So
my account, the check clear?
Oh, clutch check.
Clutch check? Oh, it cleared? Got it. Okay.
But in the first half, he was like, he wasn't doing enough for me. You know what I'm saying? So he come to the bench one time, he's like sitting on the bench and he sit with legs crossed, he's like filing his nails and something. He's like sitting on the bench and he sit with legs crossed, he's like filing his nails and something. He's like sitting on the bench and he sit with legs crossed, he's like filing his nails and something. He's like sitting on the bench and he sit with legs crossed, he's like filing his nails and something. D. Jones like, no, not right now. I'm sorry. So D. Jones like, not right now. And T. like,
That's right, people. During the finals that made him the GOAT, LeBron James was sitting on the bench filing his fingernails. So Tyronn Lue talks about that, first of all, he was bothered at the sight of that. And he was going to say something, but I forgot the guy's name he mentioned. He said, basically was telling him to wait to halftime or something. So anyway, they get back to the locker room, and he confronts the Duck and says, hey, Duck, you have to be better. He says, hey, LeBron, you have to be better. And LeBron James starts to talk about, I got this stat and I got that stat.
Man, this dude, he buzzing me like, what's he doing? So then halftime comes and we go into the locker room. And so at halftime, they got the film and all the film. I was like, no, we ain't doing no film. I said, Brian, you got to be better, bro. He's like, what you mean? I got this. I said, I don't care about no stats. You got to be. He said, what you want me to do, T. Lou? Guard Draymond, be aggressive, shoot the ball, stop turning the ball over. Anything else? He's like, man, I said, man, we need you to be better if you want to win. It's on you. He's like, so I stormed off. I go in the locker room, slam the door, boom. So we go grab D. Jones. D. Jones, man, your boy tripping, man. He's like, D. Jones, like, who? He's like, man, T. Lou, he talking about I ain't doing this and doing that. He's like, well, man.
How you telling a coach he tripping, bro? Do your job. You supposed to be the GOAT. You saying you the GOAT. Goats don't sit here and complain, bro. You don't even have to tell a GOAT if you the greatest of all time to lock in, guard who you need to guard, or do what you need to do. They already gonna do it.
Listen, I ain't been here all year, but everything I read is about how you trust him and why not trust him now? So Brian like, fuck you. So he go to James Jones. JJ, I can't believe, man. And then James Jones like,
James ain't.
Well, Brian, is he lying? Fuck you. So he grabbed it, boom, he stormed out of the locker room, and the second half dominated the whole game. And so he's like, man, if you didn't get that speech at halftime, we wouldn't have won.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? So like, man, Brian, man.
You knew how to trigger him.
Yeah, I knew how to get him going. Like he can listen, bro. Like he can score 50 anytime he wants. Like I'm saying like 50 anytime he wants. Like
My accountant, the check clear?
Oh, clutch check.
Clutch check? Oh, it clear? Got it. Okay.
he just wants to play the game the right way. But sometimes, man, the right way is, man, we need you to get 50.
Yeah. And Tyronn Lue said, I don't care about none of that. Like, I need you to guard Draymond. I need you to shoot. I need you to not turn the ball over. Like, I need you to be better if you indeed want to win this basketball game. This is what Tyronn Lue had to say to the so-called GOAT in the eyes of LeBron James fanboys. Again, a GOAT should never have to be motivated in this way. But he had to do LeBron James like that, and LeBron James didn't take it well.
Hey, it's Billy Rafool. Check out my new song, Slow, on YouTube.
LeBron James went to one player, and the player was like, hey, well, I thought you hired Tyronn Lue because you trust him. And it was like, LeBron James.
And this coming from a player's coach, bro. It don't get no worse than this. A player's coach getting on you for that, that means you really wasn't doing your job and you stat padding.
Was like F you and walked off and walked to another player and asked him about it. And the player, I forgot what he said, but LeBron James' response to him was also F you. So we see LeBron James' mental weakness is always there. This is a huge problem for LeBron James. So it took getting LeBron James upset in order to bring the best out of him. So now, knowing these things about the Duck, knowing these things about the 2016 finals, not only, let's not forget that Kyrie hit the biggest shot of the series, which is very common for LeBron James championships, is that it's usually another player that is hitting the key shot of the series. But knowing all these things,
it's always another player to close. It never been Bron really hitting the game-winning shot. Rare. Like, when he did, it didn't matter that much. We already been through this with Skip and them. Watching Skip Bayless in the videos, that's facts. It's always somebody to bail this man out.
It makes it even more laughable that LeBron James could sit up on the shop and say, that one right there made me the GOAT. That's what I felt. For all the 52 years drought in Cleveland and everything, and I was like, yeah, you did something special. It's even more laughable that he could say that. It's even more laughable that he would name his show The Shop, that's supposed to be the barber shop, when it is anything but a barbershop. For those of you who have barbershop experience, you understand that in a barbershop, when you get into these debates, the debates can get passionate because everybody doesn't agree. But somehow in LeBron James' barbershop, everybody agrees with what everybody says, especially LeBron James, who also said on the shop that he should have won Defensive Player of the Year. He doesn't understand how he didn't win Defensive Player of the Year. Everybody, in LeBron James' version of the barbershop, people, everybody agrees with everybody. This is the most unpassionate barbershop I have ever seen. So, yeah, it makes this all the more laughable that LeBron James could declare that one right there made me the GOAT when the so-called...
If the rings wasn't the A-all, B-all like you saying it was, you'd have never made those moves leaving Cleveland the first time to join D-Wade and them to get a ring. Wouldn't have left D-Wade and them when they got older and washed up to go to the Cavs with Kyrie. And you traded Andrew Wiggins for Kevin Love. Wouldn't have went to the Lakers and got AD. Come on, bro. You being a hypocrite.
GOAT had to be motivated to play his best out there. This is something you would never have to do for a Kobe Bryant, a Michael Jordan, a Magic, a Larry, a Tim Duncan. Matter of fact, I was just watching a video with Steve Kerr talking about his years with the Spurs. And he said the thing about Tim Duncan, he said, when they would lose, Tim Duncan would be walking back to the locker room and saying, "My bad, guys," because he would take responsibility. And Steve Kerr said he wasn't just saying that. Like, he really felt like if they lost, it was on him because he's the leader. So again, no real great, no real basketball player who's in the conversation with the great should have a story like this, where the coach in the finals has to tell you to play harder, has to tell you to play better. Now, it's a difference between being coached in the sense of saying, hey, you know, this guy keeps beating you off the screen, go over instead of under. Or, you know, it'd be different if you're talking about something technical about the game that maybe the player, for some reason, isn't seeing on the court and he needs coaching. But to coach him to say, I need you to play defense, I need you to actually shoot, to coach him in a way to understand that, hey, sometimes making the right play is scoring 50 points when you're supposed to be the best player on the team, and stop hiding behind this making the right play. That is such a cop-out, LeBron James fanboys. Let me just go ahead and say this. That whole make the right play, that is a cop-out.
Yep.
The object of sports is to win, and the right play is the thing that accomplishes that. Period. People can say all what they want. It's just like the whole conversations that you will hear between Tex Winters and MJ and Tex Winters and Kobe, where it says, I think he said to MJ, there's no I in team, and MJ said, but there is one in win. And said something similar to Kobe, and Kobe says, yeah, but there's an M-E in there. You know, this is understanding that you do what it takes to get done. And if you are the player who's supposed to be able to score at will, Mr. All-time leading scorer. If you are supposed to be that guy, then be that guy. Don't cop out because you're afraid. Don't cop out because you're insecure. Don't cop out so that you can have an excuse for failure, because this is what LeBron James is known for and does. But the other thing,
look at him whining instead of talking to them. That's a leader, bro.
Is that Tyronn Lue says when he starts to confront LeBron about this, the first thing LeBron James does is going to reciting his stats. And to me, this just confirms that, because LeBron James fanboys will try to defend everything he does. So does the mainstream media. They want to try to make it seem like LeBron James is about winning. But no, LeBron James is about stats. And why is LeBron James about stats? Because LeBron James thinks that as long as he gets the stats, he shouldn't get any of the blame. So LeBron James is about stats. And this confirms it. For you to be in the finals and your coach is telling you, hey, I need you to be better. I need you to play hard. And the first thing that comes to your mind is to say, hey, well, I got X amount of points and this and that. Like, the first thing that comes to your mind should be like, okay, whatever I'm doing is not enough.
Because stats don't win you the game. It's about winning. You keep calling yourself the GOAT and then bringing stats up. Like, stats do not make you the GOAT, bro. I'm sorry. It don't. It just don't. It don't.
Whatever I'm doing, it's not enough. Or the coach wouldn't be saying anything. We would be winning. So if we're not winning, whatever I'm doing is not enough. Like I said, the story I just told about Steve Kerr and Tim Duncan. Whenever the team lost, Tim Duncan would say, my bad, guys. And he would mean it. If as the star player, if you lose, whatever you're doing is not enough. And that could be being a better leader as well.
Exactly.
So yeah, like I said, to me, this is just, hey, LeBron James fanboys, don't try to defend this. This is Tyronn Lue telling you that this is the first thing that your king had to say when he was confronted about playing better in those 2016 finals that supposedly made him the GOAT. This is the first thing that came to his head is, hey, well, I got X amount of points, and I got this, and I got that, so it can't be my fault, Tyronn Lue. Look to the role players, man. Blame it on the role players, not me.
That's what he's saying.
This is the evidence that this is what's on LeBron James' mind. And like I said, to me, this the whole LeBron James era has been about trying to rewrite the standards. Now the standards is stats, and according to LeBron James and Kevin Durant, longevity. That's the goal. The goal is to play for 22 years. The goal is...
Because once they figured out they can't win like that, and I'm going to end the video off like this. Once they figured out they couldn't win a certain amount of rings they needed to be in that GOAT conversation, bro, that's all they can bring up is they stats and longevity. And how long they was able to keep up with the maintenance of they body and be able to score like they still scoring. That's not what it's about, bro. If you was winning to go along with them stats, then yeah, it's a different conversation. But y'all was losing. Y'all made weak moves and y'all still lost. And now all y'all can say is, oh, I've been in the league 20 years, averaging over 25 points for my career. Come on, bro. That's the weakest shit ever, bro. But we're gonna go ahead and end the video off right there, bro. I'm glad everybody coming out to, expose this false narrative that he better than Jordan. But that's the end of the video, man. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay logged in.